Let's say that you want to stretch your legs, but you don't have a lot of time and you don't have a lot of equipment in there. What should you do? I got you covered. Follow these 3 exercises with me and stretch your legs like crazy.
The flexibility guy, Coach Elia.
Shinzwo Sasaki yo guys, I'm the flexibility guy, Coach Elia, and before I start showing you the top 3 exercises to stretch your legs, let me show you my book, Split Sacking, which is the complete playbook to master your lower body flexibility. You also can learn the splits with this book. You got all the exercises in here, so if you want to give your legs an intense stretch, you should definitely check it out, and you can find the link in the description down below. With that said, let's start. Alright guys, so we want to start by giving our hamstrings an intense stretch. The hamstrings are the muscles you have here in the back part of your leg here, alright? And if you want to stretch your legs, of course, you gotta pay attention to the hamstrings, alright? Now, you need a couple of yoga blocks, alright? And an elastic band. Alright, so a couple of yoga blocks, an elastic band as well, alright? I'm gonna show you why. So first exercise, we want to do this. You want to stretch your front leg, straighten your front leg like this, and you want to put the other leg like this, so with your foot next to the leg, all right? Your knee, if you can't touch the floor with your knee, that's why you need the yoga block under the knee. Now you want to bend the leg like this, all right, the front leg. You want to grab your foot. If you can't grab the foot, just wrap the band around, all right? That's the main idea with the band. But I do think that now you can grab the foot. Now, since the leg is bent here, you want to put your chest against your knee, much like that, all right? Now, the main idea here is that you do want to slide into the stretch. With that, I mean that, as you can see, I'm starting here. I want to breathe, all right? 1, 2, 3. You can remain here for 5 breaths, all right? Then every 5 breaths, you do want to straighten your leg a little more, all right? We're gonna do 3 sequences. At the 3rd, the leg has to be completely straight. So what I mean with that is that I do want to start with my knee flexed, like this. So I breathe for 5 times, all right? And then I straighten it a little. Doesn't matter now if the chest leaves the knee, is not in contact with the knee anymore, that's okay. You just want to start in the best stretch you can handle with your chest against the knee, all right? So another 5 breaths, I extend more, and that's 2. Another 5 breaths, and I extend more, and that's 3. And then I straighten it completely. Doesn't matter how far I can go with my chest. I do want to fold my body toward my front leg as much as I can. As I got my leg straight, I'm gonna do another 3 sequences of 5 breaths, and every 5 breaths I'll try to get a little deeper into the stretch. I can also use my band if you don't reach the foot with your hands. You can always use the band. So 5 breaths, and I get deeper. 5 breaths, I can get deeper, all right? Remember, you do want to breathe slowly as you are in the position. So remember that, 5 controlled, slow breaths in the position, all right? And every 5 breaths, you get deeper. And you repeat that for 3 times, all right? So let's say also the other side. So you want to straighten here, all right? You want to bend the other side, and you want to do exactly the same. So with that, I mean that you want to start here, all right? Chest in contact with the knee, 5 breaths, all right? 1 hand on the floor, 1 hand on the foot, for example, and I straighten it a little. 5 breaths again, that's 1. 5 breaths again, that's 2. 5 breaths again, that's 3. And now immediately bend, or you can also grab the foot, of course, and go again. 5 breaths, deeper, 5 breaths, deeper, 5 breaths, deeper. All right? Now, the most important thing here is that you keep your back extended. With that, I mean just one little detail, final detail here. You don't want to curve your back, all right? That's the main mistake people make. So don't curve your back like this. Keep your back open, all right? Keep your chest up, all right? Your glutes back, and go down. One little tip I can give you is to drive your head forward, your head forward, not down. A lot of people just do something like this. They close the trunk like this. You don't want to do that. So grab the band and pull your head forward like this, all right? See the difference between this and this? Can you say? Like it's almost, all right, identical, but it's not. Completely different, all right? Here's how you want to stretch your hamstring muscles, which are maybe the most important muscles you want to stretch in your legs. But now, let's see the second exercise for your quads. All right, guys, so here we go with the second exercise for your quad muscles, opposite to the hamstrings, in front of your leg here. Really important muscles to stretch for flexible legs. Now, you just need a wall, all right? So take the mat close to the wall. You just need also a couple of yoga blocks. Now, the way you want to perform this exercise is this. You want to put your back knee against the wall and your back foot against the wall as well, all right? Now, maybe you want to start there, or if you're not flexible enough, if you feel like my knee doesn't want to go against the wall really, just take a couple of centimeters away from the wall with your knee, all right? So put the yoga block on the floor, all right? Couple of centimeters away from the wall, all right? Couple of inches, couple of centimeters, up to a palm of distance, all right? So start with that, a palm of distance away from the wall. You put the block, then you put the knee on the block, and you put the foot on the wall. Now, as you are here, watch. What you do want to do is this. One block on this side, all right? And you slowly bring your body up this way. Now, you may stop wherever you feel the stretch. The most important thing is this. You want to do two things in order to obtain the best stretch possible. The first one is bringing your hips against the wall, all right? So you don't want to bring your hips down. You want to bring your hips back. So move your hips back, all right? Second thing, you want to raise your trunk up. Slowly, all right? Think about hips toward the wall, shoulders toward the wall. Slowly up. Now we're going to remain here, for example, for 5 breaths. And after 5 breaths, we want to intensify the stretch, get a little deeper. Another 5 breaths. Get a little deeper. Move the hand away from the block. Put both hands on the front knee. Another 5 breaths. Get a little deeper. Another 5 breaths and get a little deeper. All right. So we're gonna get a little deeper every 5 breaths, and we're gonna repeat that for 3 total times. All right. So you go against the wall with your hips and with your shoulders. You reach the top, every 5 breaths, you try to get a little deeper, all right? And you give those quads an intense stretch. Of course, you can repeat the same kind of walk on the other side. Is it easy? Do you feel good in the position? Move the block closer to the wall. When it starts to get easier and easier, all right? Again, one yoga block here, and you start bringing your hips toward the wall, and then your shoulders and body toward the wall. Now, make sure you avoid this kind of mistake, all right? So you don't want to drive your front knee out this way. You want to remain with your front knee in line with your leg, with the other leg, which stays on the wall, and you also got your foot on the wall. And you slowly bring everything up, all right? So glutes against the wall, belly against the wall, hips against the wall, shoulders against the wall. Every 5 breaths, try to get a little deeper. Find your stretch, all right? Doesn't matter. You can stop here, perfect. Just start here, 5 breaths, go a little higher. Do you feel the stretch good? All right. Go a little higher. Every 5 breaths, you go a little higher, all right? So you want to start from your best stretch possible. So you start, you find your best stretch, all right? Then you get a little higher. Then you get a little higher, then you get a little higher, and you get a little higher, and you stop, all right? Amazing one for your quads, for your legs flexibility, of course. So, hamstrings, done. Quads, done. Let's see the third one for your adductors. Third exercise, it's called the tailor pose and it's done against the wall. You need a couple of yoga blocks, maybe some weight. And you may say, oh Elia, you said that we don't need any kind of equipment. I know. You can use them, all right? Or not. The exercise is equally good, all right? If you got some weight, we're gonna get things spicy, all right? So things get a little more spicy if you got some yoga blocks. So you want to sit down on the floor and touch the wall with your hips. This is really important because a lot of people, you may know this position here. It's called also the butterfly stretch. Some people know that under this name, but I call it tailor pose. Don't ask me why. I learned it this way. But a lot of people just do that in the middle of the room. But the problem is that their back can't stay in the position, their hips can't stay in the position, and they end up not stretching the adductors at all. But this is one of the strongest adductor stretches out there, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So, back against the wall, all right? You relax on the wall with your back completely. Your hips might come a little off the wall, away from the wall. That's okay, all right? Now you want to take your feet as close to as possible to your hips, all right? So move your feet as close as possible to your hips as you go into the position, all right? Now, yoga blocks under your knees. Why under your knees? Because you want to measure how far can you go into the position, all right? And you stop there, all right. Now let's assume that you stop here. The yoga blocks must stay a little under that point because you do want to push right over here on the knees with your hands. That's really important, guys, all right? The pressure, a lot of people just do this, all right? You don't have to sleep in the stretching position, all right? You have to apply pressure to stretch your muscles. If you want to gain flexibility, you gotta do something, all right? So push on those knees and push the knees down to get a little deeper, all right? So hold the pressure. Why did I say that you might need the weight? Because of this. This way, you always have something that pushes your knees down. You can gain more flexibility, all right? So you do want to stay here for 5 breaths, all right? Let your knees go down, relax your hips, relax your legs. The inner part of your legs will be stretched like crazy here, so your adductors. Now 5 breaths. After 5 breaths, you try to get deeper. Now, as you can see, I'm using the yoga blocks as kind of a measure to see how far I can go into the stretch, all right? So let's assume you start here, all right? After 5 breaths, get a little deeper. Another 5 breaths, you get a little deeper. Another 5 breaths, you get a little deeper. Another 5 breaths, you get a little deeper. Can you see, like, we have so many stages here. Doesn't matter where you are at, all right? So make sure that you start from your max level flexibility, and every 5 breaths for 3 total times, you get deeper, all right? For 3 total times, every 5 breaths, you want to force your body a little deeper. Of course, don't exaggerate. Listen to your body, listen to what your muscles can do, and go down slowly with your knees toward the floor, all right? So this is one of my favorites for your adductors flexibility. So hamstrings done, quads done, and now with the tailor pose, adductors done as well. All right, so I know that at this point you may have a lot of questions, a lot of opinions. Maybe you'll give these exercises a go and you have something to ask. And I strongly encourage you to leave a comment down below because I'll be really happy to have a chat with you and to talk about flexibility training with you, all right? Also, remember that you can hit that thumb up button and help me grow this YouTube channel. It's free, but only if you enjoyed the content, all right, guys? So with that said, Shinzo Sasage yo, have a nice stretch. See you in the next video. Bye.